Okay, I am live. Okay, looks like we are. Okay. Aha. Okay, now I'm satisfied with the way things look. Check. I guess this needs to be a little taller. Let me fix my Instagram. Instagram goes higher. Okay. Bear with me while we're waiting for people. I am making it look better. Yeah. Sitting? Yeah. Okay. Hi, Hassan. Hi, Harsh. Good to see you all guys here. Hello, my friends on Instagram. Here is my microphone. So, good part of the day, my dear digital friends. Okay, I think that this is fine, right? See here, I'm doing my Instagram and the rest is multi-streaming is going through the microphone. And if you really want to hear me well and hear a good quality of the sound, I recommend you watch me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Oh, no, not Instagram. YouTube, LinkedIn, or Facebook. That's where the quality audio is going. Okay, so good part of the day. And as I promised, we're going to continue our discussion. I'm inviting you all to finally learn the truth about what stuttering really is and what naturally normal speaking is. So you would get rid of your confusion and stop struggling. Stop all the struggles. Life is so short, guys. Okay, why struggle if you can simply fix your speech in almost no time? Okay, so let me see what you guys wrote here. Harsh wrote, "Greetings, ma'am." And Hassan wrote, "Hi, Anna, I want to take your class. I have mailed you, emailed probably, and please respond." Hassan, I am communicating with so many people each day. So I have no idea where you probably emailed me to my website, right? I don't know where. So the moment I see a question, I immediately answer it. So this is why I simply invite you guys to come to me directly. Schedule a Zoom call. Schedule a Zoom call with me, or better, Skype call. On Skype, my profile name is Live Stutter-Free. Just go there and say, I am ready to take the class. Okay? And of course, I will get back to you right away. So let me see what's going on Instagram. Okay, Instagram. Thank you so much, guys. There are so many people today. Okay. So Shifahat asked me, how are you? Alive! Still coughing a little bit, coughing out, but I am fine now. I apologize if I'm going to be coughing because I am just getting rid of some kind of a flu that I had. Okay. So Hassan wrote, Anna, I truly believe in you and your work. I have emailed you. Please must respond. Please must. Okay. So whenever I see your message, I will respond, of course. But today, if you can see the topic of the live stream, it's very simple. Why people stutter. The bottom line, the basics. Because as I've said many, many times, if we don't know what the problem really is, can we fix it? Of course not. And unfortunately, anywhere you go, if you have stuttering, which doesn't exist, which is a ghost in reality. Hi, Dimitri. I recognize your name. Okay, so anywhere you guys go, you hear the same so-called stuttering awareness. No one knows what stuttering is. No one knows what causes it, right? No one knows. But come to us. We will help you. Even though we also don't know what stuttering is and what causes it, come to us. We will help you. How? How can you help if you don't know what the problem actually is? And when a person who stutters comes to a speech therapist, to a speech pathologist, to a psychologist, to other specialists who are dealing with medical problems, medical specialists, they can only give you drugs and they can only speculate and give you all kinds of bandages to cover your wound like this. See, I scratched my, how do I put it? See, I scratched my elbow. What could I do? Just put a band-aid, right? So it wouldn't be bleeding. This was a medical problem that I had. So I got a band-aid, doom, cover it, and now it's all dried up. I hope it's gonna heal quickly so I could go swimming. So the bottom line, if you don't know the problem, there will be a lot of people who would be willing to help you. But can they help if they also don't understand the problem? Of course they can't. Okay, so the bottom line, if you want to solve your problem, number one, what you need to do, you need to understand where the problem is. What causes this problem? And that's what we're going to talk about today. So, and for that, I just posted on Instagram a new image. Okay, before I go there, let me see if there are any questions. No, people are just watching me, but don't ask any questions. Okay, that will work for me too. Although I always recommend, don't just sit and watch. Ask your question, because the stupidest question is the one you have not asked. You have a question, but you're kind of afraid to ask. Sometimes people think, oh, I am stupid. My question is stupid. Maybe you don't say I am stupid, but you're afraid that the question you want to ask is kind of dumb. Don't worry about it, okay? Because a lot of people may have exactly the same question. And if you don't ask the question, you will never know the answer to it. Okay? Hello, Depeche. Good to see you guys. Okay, so let's begin. I am going to share like this. You know what? I'm going to make it even bigger, like this. So I just created, it's just still steaming. It's fresh. What I did, I have used the image I created for the book that I never translated to English language. It's published only in Russian because I was struggling to translate it to English language for very simple, very, very simple reason. It was written with too much of Russian mentality, okay? And I didn't know how to make it softer, how to make it like not that much straightforward. So I ended up not finishing translation of the book. I've translated maybe 2/3 of the book. It's called The Stutterer's Bible. but I never translated it to the very end. Okay, Ram again. Ram wrote to me, how can we improve our speech without sputtering? Sputtering? I guess you wanted to write stuttering. See, when people write, they make mistakes even in writing, unfortunately. Ram, you are in the right place. You can improve your speech and become a speech master if you know what naturally normal speaking is. What are the natural speaking norms? What are they? We call them norms, standards. What is it? Perfection in speaking. People who stutter have no idea what it is. This is why you guys stutter, and this is what we're going to talk about. Okay? Depeche wrote a question. Okay. I'll ask you this. I will answer this question. Depeche, it's a great question. Very good. I'll read it in a little bit, okay? Let me quickly go over the image I created. So if you see on LinkedIn, oh God, Instagram, people don't see it. Again, I'm going to have to struggle with this. Okay, I'll do it this way because there are 3 people watching. Okay, I'm going to show to you the image on my computer. That's what I'm going to be doing. Okay, and I will actually make it bigger. Oh, this is too big. Okay, so people on Instagram, do you see the image I'm showing to you? Let me know, please. 4 people are watching me. Just write to me yes or no, or give me the heart or something, okay? To let me know if you can see the image. I just posted it on Instagram. I didn't even write the article that I usually do. Anyway, so let's begin. The image you're looking at demonstrates to you the reality of today's world. This is the reality. Do you see? I even didn't use photos of anyone. I simply photoshopped and created an image of some kind of a speaker, some kind of a consultant, I would say. Someone who is standing in front of the audience and giving information to the crowd. Do you see this? I still don't see guys on Instagram. Oh, yeah. What is natural speech? You guys asking great questions. Good for you. Okay, it's me. Mukundan wrote yes. Thank you so much for your feedback. Okay, so this is the reality of today's world, guys. We are, especially today, we are on our phones. We are online. Anywhere we go, we ask for advice of someone who we believe is smart. We believe this person has the knowledge and this person can help us. We believe this. But what's in reality? In reality, you see, this is on the image. People who stutter, because this is what we're talking about right now. You guys are in this crowd. Your heads are widely open like a container without the lid. And you are listening to the information, I would say misinformation, disinformation, or lies that are coming out from this person's mouth. And I don't know if you can see, the head of this person also is wide open. And you can see that he has a lot of disinformation. I call it trash. It's a harmful trash information, misinformation, very harmful. Because what this person believes it's misinformation. It's a whole bunch of lies that does not resonate with reality. Yes, this could be a very nice guy. I don't say that he's a bad guy, that he means bad. But the problem is that lies that he believes and shares with you, with the crowd standing in front of him, these lies are lies. They don't resonate with reality. And the more you listen to people who are confused, they don't know what stuttering is and they don't even hide it. I'm going to repeat again what I have said. Tell me if I'm right. Anywhere you go, you see stuttering is the most misunderstood condition. No one knows why you stutter. No one understands what causes stuttering. But come to a speech therapist or a doctor or a psychologist, right? Respond. Answer me. Anywhere you go, you see and hear the same things. We don't know what the problem is, but come to us. We're going to give you a Band-Aid. Remember I talked about Band-Aid on my, wait a second, it's this knee, elbow. Band-Aid. And guess what? If after I put Band-Aid on my elbow, okay, I didn't see the wound, but the wound was still there. When I took my Band-Aid off, I still saw my wound, my scraped elbow. The problem is still there. So once again, if you want to understand what causes you the problem with your speaking, you need to clearly see this cause. Clearly, not guessing, not wondering, maybe this is the cause, maybe that is the cause. You need to understand what naturally normal speaking is. And here we go. I wrote to you. People stutter because they have heard and believed too many harmful lies. And as you see, the person in the right corner, he's sitting on the globe. Can you see the globe? Sitting on the globe, and he is struggling. He is all emotional. He doesn't like his life, obviously. He is struggling. And what do you see is in his head? A whole bunch of lies. Trash. It's like a trash can. Because trash is not useful and pretty harmful, right? This is the reason we clean up. We clean up the house we're living in. We clean up streets. We don't like having trash around. And guess what? When you listen, hey, Naraya, when you listen to advisors, confused advisors who themselves don't know what your problem is, they give you trash, mental trash, and you accept it. You believe this kind of people. Yeah. You think like, how can I not believe these people are smart? They have all kinds of diplomas, right? They are smart. And you are sitting and struggling year after year. You go to one medical professional, you go to another one, you go to a doctor, you go to a speech therapist, speech pathologist, you even go to someone who claims that he is a former stutterer. But it doesn't work because all these people, they mean good. They want to help you, but they don't know how to help even themselves. Even when they say, I no longer stutter, when they come to me and they tell me, I don't stutter anymore. Like yesterday, someone wrote me a message. I don't stutter anymore. Thank you, Anna, for all the information you've been sharing. Maybe 1% I'm still stuttering. Guess what? You're still a stutterer. Even 1%, it's still you believe in stuttering. You believe disinformation. You believe lies. You cannot teach other people how to get rid of stuttering if you have even 1%. Of course, when that person recorded a message and sent it to me, I heard all other stumbles. I heard his speech mistakes. He believes he speaks better. Of course, when you listen to me, of course you begin speaking better because I am sharing the truth. But you still don't know what natural and normal speaking is. It's not enough to just learn that what's in your head is a lie. It's not enough. This is what you need. I'm going to switch to another image. Do you see? This is a glanced picture of Anna Dieter. Photoshopped, looking a little younger, right? So I do recommend that in order to understand the truth, to really increase your stuttering awareness, don't go to all these old lies that you see on Instagram, on YouTube, anywhere. People medically, how do I put it? People who have been educated, have been trained in colleges, in schools, that stuttering is some kind of misunderstood medical condition. They believe it. And this is simply not true. So, and because they believe that, they keep posting the same old lies created over 100 years ago. Lies. I see they call it stuttering awareness, but this is a whole bunch of lies, misinformation. So instead of reading and looking and liking all these lies about stuttering that you see, that only, what do they say? I can talk about it forever. That only 6% or only 1% of children begin to stutter. Lie. All children on the planet are stutterers because they all have no idea how to speak when they are born. Okay? So I'm going to read to you what I posted. Watch Anna's webinar. Learn the truth about speech, stuttering, and how to build your speech mastery. Speech mastery. Forget about stuttering. It's all a big fat lie. You got to learn to build your speech mastery. Become a speech master. Okay, my God, my hair is crazy today. Okay. So let me see if on Instagram there are any questions. No, I'm going to go back to the questions from Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube. So the bottom line, this is what we're going to be talking today. We're going to be talking about why people stutter. Reality. Reality. And how I'm going to be doing it, I will be reading your questions because this is the most important part. When you ask a question, your mentor, your advisor, a person who has the right training about your problem will be able to answer all your questions, specifically your questions. So I really encourage you guys, ask questions. So let's go. Where did I stop? Okay, Deepesh, hopefully you're still here with me. Okay. So let's go. Deepesh, I want to ask how to continuously be attentive to our speech. Actually, when I speak, I pay attention to other things apart from speech. So please speak about this. Cool. Very good question, Deepesh. Congratulations. I always congratulate people when they ask a good, smart question. Here we go. Smart question, simple answer. How to continuously be attentive to our speech. Do you even know what you need to pay attention to when you speak? Do you even know what the natural speaking norms are? The natural speaking norms that all people on the planet are following. All. And not only people. I'm going to make myself a little bigger so I could show to you this way. Yeah, I guess you can. How about this? No, you can't see. I guess this is the best. No, this is the best, right? Okay, so here we go. If you want to focus on speaking, you gotta know what exactly speaking is. Because I wanted to show you, oh, you can't see it. You can't see there is a parrot on my wall. I wanted to show it to you, but because I'm sharing, okay, I'm going to show it to you like this. Look, do you see this parrot? Even parrots are focused on the natural speaking norms. How do they know them? Are they smart? Not really. But they don't use their small brain, because when we speak, there is nothing to think about. We gotta simply learn our body, mind, computer. Body, computer, because this is what we have, body, computer. And when we speak, we always normally, when we speak normally, we always are creating so-called ringtones with our tongue. And what is a ringtone? Do you know? No, you don't. So the bottom line, in Deepesh, in order to continuously, always focus on your speech actions, you need to know what they are, what they should be. People who stutter have no idea what naturally normal speaking is. They just don't know. Nobody has ever taught them. As I said, anywhere you go, they tell you, we don't know what stuttering is. We have no idea what you need to do. Just here is a Band-Aid, cover, techniques, methods, whatever. Do it and you're going to feel better. No, you will not feel better, because Band-Aid doesn't fix the problem. See, the wound is still there. I have my scraped elbow that I am demonstrating my point today. Okay, Deepesh, hope you understand. And also speak something about speech norms. Speech norms is something that I teach when I see the students, my students. They are the same for all speakers on the planet. The same, Deepesh. But what is it that you don't know other people may know? For them, it's natural. So this is why I cannot give you in details what is it you need to learn, how to do it, how to speak it, because I don't know you. I don't know what is it that you know and what is it you don't know. I'm going to just tell you that Mr. Snishko, my mentor, I don't know if you know, but I have studied this truth, this information about what speaking is what stuttering is from my mentor, who I got to know over 10 years ago. We've been working together for 10 years, and together we have educated over 10,000 people. They no longer stutter. Okay, all over the world. Of course, it's not just in English language or in Russian language, it's in all kinds of languages. Okay. Hi, Natasha. So the bottom line is that in order for me to give you the natural speaking norms, I need to know what is it that you, Dipesh, don't know. Okay. So this is why I always invite everyone, and I even do it for free, guys. Free. I don't know, Dipesh, why you still haven't come to me. Maybe we did have conversation already. I don't remember, because I communicate with hundreds of people every day. A lot of people come to me. So, Dipesh, yeah, I will be back soon. Okay, no problem. It's your problem, not my problem. You can always watch back this live stream, right? And you can come back. So if you want to fix your individual mental blocks, you need to come to me. Come to me. We'll talk about things, about life, and I will immediately see what your blocks are, mental blocks. And all the mental blocks begin with listening to what I showed to you. Remember what I showed to you. Where do people get mental blocks? I'll show to you. I'll remind to you again. Oh, it doesn't work from this screen. I'll remind to you again. I'm going to leave this picture here. It all begins that you listen to people who are confused. Confused people cannot help you. And by the way, you know who these people are. They could be your parents. They could be other advisors, even your teachers, believe it or not. And of course, 100%, they are they are all your speech therapists and pathologists. And I want you to know that I don't blame these people for doing anything wrong, because this is the way they have been trained. If you look at this picture on the screen, understand that this guy with a lot of trash in the head are all medical professionals that you come to, and they give you all kinds of advice, all kinds of recommendations. They have zero information about what naturally normal speaking is. Do you think they can help you? Do you really still believe that doctors, therapists, pathologists, psychologists can help you? No, they can't. No, they can't. And I want to add something else. When I communicate with speech therapists, pathologists, psychologists, doctors, when they come to me, I go like, guys, you stutter yourself. Listen to the way you speak. You're repeating words. You're going, you're making a lot of speech mistakes. How could you advise those who stutter? Do you understand me? Okay, Dipesh, I hope you got it. Let me go to the Ram La Vishma Karma. Is this problem? I guess you are not speaking English as your first language. I don't understand what you wrote. Is this problem is come in disability? So I am going to fix your question. I think Ram asked, is stuttering disability? No. No. Of course, we can call it disability if we go by the word disability, lack of ability. But all people who stutter are able, are capable of learning to speak. Ram, do you have a tongue? Do you have a container with air? Do you have your ears that you can hear and remember how the words sound? You do. This means that you are not disabled. You are able. You are, if I can say abled, you are capable. The problem you have, you're listening to all these strange people. People who give you all kinds of disinformation, and this is why you are the one who is sitting in the right corner. What's going on with me? What's wrong with me? You believe too many lies. Please understand this, Ram. So you have the tongue, but you have no idea how to use it accurately, correctly, to produce any word anywhere in front of anyone with 100% accuracy and ease and confidence. You still have not learned it. See, we're getting closer and closer to the topic of our today's live stream. Why people stutter. The bottom line, people stutter because they still do not know what the naturally normal actions are when they speak. And they still believe a lot of lies, a lot of disinformation, which is everywhere, guys. Everywhere. You turn on TV, you see doctors there lying through these teeth. They're giving you a lot of disinformation, but they don't know that they are spreading misinformation. At least most of them, some of them, the ones that are on top, okay, on top, closer to the government, they probably know that they're lying. I'm suspecting. But the ones who are just regular, ordinary speech therapists, speech pathologists, psychologists, they want to help you, but they cannot. They cannot. They are trained so their patients would come back to them for years. For years, come back, come back. I'll help you. You're going to feel a little better, and you do feel a little better for a very short time when you come to a speech therapist, speech pathologist. But it all comes back. Because, yeah, speech therapists, pathologists, they're not trained correctly, but because they are heart in the right place, they may figure out something and they may say something correctly, in spite of what they've been trained, okay? So let's go. Waki, yay, Wakil. Let me see, what's your name? Wakil Toka, no, Totak Hill. Sorry, guys, my eyes are already, I got a cataract in one eye already. So I don't see well. I've been working on this computer too much, right? Okay, people on Instagram, you are not watching me. You're not asking questions. I guess I'm going to turn it off because it's just distracting me. Okay, let it be. So let's continue. Hello, ma'am. Yes, Wakil. Hello. Dr. Saeed Nouman Ali Shah wrote, well done, keep it up. Thank you so much. And by the way, when people tell me, thank you, Anna, well done, this is very, very pleasant, of course. But especially it's pleasant when people land on my website and give just a little donations. A little, you don't need to give too much, but donate at least a little bit. I will see who this donation has come from. And you guys will encourage me to keep going, because I don't have any plans to go to work so hard for too long. I am 63. I'm going to turn 64 this year. My health is okay, but not brilliant. Okay, especially my vision. So if you want me to keep going, go to livestutterfree.com, the website. Give me a little donation. Very small. It doesn't have to be a big donation. But there are a lot of you. And if you donate a little more, then we will have funds to do Google ads, which we don't have money to do. No money. Google ads they're just robbing people of money. And they don't help much. That's my experience with Google ads, with Google. But anyway, we're not going to talk about it. Teaching online is very expensive, Dr. Said. So thank you, of course, for your warm words. But if you give me a little donation, I'm going to write to you where you can give donation. Let me do it quickly. Okay, I'm going to go and share the link. Where is it? Let me see. Bear with me, because I will get to all your questions, donations and grants. This is where I'm going to go on my website. Okay, here we go. Edit, copy. Perfect. I have done what I wanted to do. Now let me see where you are. StreamYard. That's where I'm at. Okay, here we go. Paste. Do you see? Oops. Yeah. Do you see the link I just dropped on YouTube? I can do the same on Facebook, actually, but I don't know. Let me see, doctor. Yeah, you got it on LinkedIn. Oh my God. I just realized Dr. Said wrote to me from LinkedIn. And you know, Dr. Said, I just recently started using LinkedIn because to me it was a waste of time with LinkedIn, because there are just specialists who are confused. And this is an amazing, amazing information you just gave me, that even on LinkedIn, there are people who want to learn, truly want to learn how to quickly help those who stutter. Quickly. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Said. So, but I just dropped in YouTube, I just dropped the link for you. If you want, you can go there and give me a little donation. A little donation. I live in the United States of America. If you give me $1, $5, it's already a lot. And I will thank you. And I will say, okay, I will get online more. And I will do more free lessons. This is what I'm doing today. Okay, so if you live in other countries, do it in your currencies as much as you can. I'm not asking for a lot of money, just a little bit, but a little plus a little, and we get money for keep going. Okay, Depeche Road, I am back. Okay, Depeche, welcome back. I'm waiting for your questions, Depeche. Ram Road, people who stutter want to say correctly, but they don't. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You want to say it correctly, but you can't. Not don't. I would say the word can't. You know why? Because they don't know how to do it. They still haven't learned. And let's go now to the topic of today's class, why people stutter. This is the answer to your question. Why people cannot say accurately the word? Because when they were born, They didn't know how to say anything. They didn't have the memory of words. They didn't know even the words existed. No memory of words in their ears, no memory of words in their body, to be exact, the tongue, okay? No memory. And after people are born, young babies begin to listen and observe their environment, people around them. This is why little babies begin not with words, they begin with ringtones. They begin learning ringtones. Ba 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 ka 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 tra 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 sta sta sta. Those are ringtones. But you don't know what I'm talking about. Young babies begin to train their tongue and they begin to produce ringtones. The older they become, they begin learning and mimicking, repeating like parrots, whole words, whole words. And of course, when we are listening to young children speak, we hear how they are making mistakes, right? Instead of saying rabbit, they would say wabbit, right? Sometimes they just mix up the whole word, and we are smiling and we are saying, this is so cute. Am I right, guys? Communicate with me. You're watching, but I don't see any communication. So, this is totally normal. All people are stutterers when they're young children. They don't know how to say words. They don't even know words yet. But the older we get, the more we are exposed to the words, the more we train our tongue naturally to say these words correctly. So why people who stutter still don't know how to say these words correctly? Why? It is very simple. When you were young, at some point of your life, at 4 years old, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 even sometimes, something happened in your life and you were speaking, learning, and then maybe I always like to give this example. You were reading in the classroom one day and you didn't know how to read well. You were just learning and you made a mistake and you heard children laugh at you. Children always laugh whenever it's funny. They're laughing. They didn't mean to be mean to laugh at you. They laughed at the mistake you made because it was funny. But you were still young and you made a wrong assumption. You made a summary for yourself. Oh, they're laughing at me. I'm not gonna read out loud in the classroom. I'm gonna ask the teacher to never ask me to read out loud. I'm not gonna be speaking, period. You don't know how many stories I've heard. Many times I've heard that, for example, girls, when others begin laughing at them in the classroom, I've heard the story, for example, from one of my students. She said when she heard children laugh, she just ran out of the classroom. She went to the bathroom and she was sitting there and crying for a whole time of the class. So it was a big problem for her because they laughed at her. And that was the beginning of her stuttering. Why? Because she made a decision. I'm not going to speak anymore. She stopped the natural development of her speaking skills. She stopped the natural training of her tongue for producing words with accuracy, with ease and confidence. That was the beginning of her stuttering. And when she came to me, she still didn't know what to do with her speech muscles. Instead, it was a very cool girl. She was actually a singer and a comedian. So instead of speaking, she was always making weird faces so people could laugh. She turned herself into a clown. She laughed. She liked when people were laughing at her. That was comforting for her. So she decided to become a comedian. She had no clue that by making all these weird faces, she blocked her natural actions, normal actions with her speech muscles. She created the block. But it all started here in her mind. So people stutter because of different individual mental blocks. Do you guys understand me? Each and every mental block is individual because people have different life experiences and they believe different lies, different information that doesn't resonate with reality. It's all lies. But people who stutter believe it's truth. And this is what they're doing. Again, I'm pointing to this guy sitting in the corner on the image you're looking at. Do you see the image? He's sitting on the globe because it's international fraud. Stuttering is an international fraud. Please understand. And if you want to get rid of stuttering, you gotta stop believing in these lies and learn the truth. Okay? So you gotta get rid of the trash in your head. If you can see the brown stuff in the head of this guy, there is a reason I make it brown. I'm not gonna call it, right? But this is trash. You believe this misinformation, you believe these lies, and you live your life, you act and speaking according to these lies. Got it? So, and someone wrote, okay, let me see. Someone I remember wrote that while speaking, they are, oh, here, Depeche wrote, because you laughed, let me talk about it. When I speak, I pay attention to other things apart from speech. So I want to mention this because you don't know what to pay attention to. Of course, you look at all other things. You distract yourself completely. This is why people who stutter speak much better most of the time when they are alone. They make much less mistakes when they are alone because at least they're paying attention to speaking the best they can. There are no distractions. But the moment they are in front of other people, they just give their energy, the energy of consciousness. They give their life to other people, observing other people. And when you observe what other people do, your own body becomes with no electricity, remains with no electricity, with no energy. You don't energize, don't give electricity to your muscles of the body, speech muscles. This is why, Depeche, if you're still here, respond to me if you understand me. So the moment you're looking at all other people, and by the way, people who stutter, this is one of their blocks as well. You talk to them and you see, they try to speak and their eyes are constantly rolling. Constantly, they are trying to find what to say and they are moving their eyes. This is your block. You block yourself by moving your eyes. Why? You gotta come to me. I'll explain. It's just so much information. And maybe you don't have this problem, right? Maybe you do. Okay, so let me see. There is a new comment. Yes, I'm here, Depeche. Cool. Cool, Depeche. So what I recommend, Depeche and others, of course, this is great that you come to me, you're listening to me. Yeah, this is great. Thank you for your participation because I'm sure you're learning a lot. But this is kind of waste of time because you can do it forever. I have had people coming to my live streams for years and finally making a decision to roll up their sleeves and come to me, enroll in my school. Roll up their sleeves, I mean, get some money, earn some money for your speech education. It is an investment, of course, but it's an investment in your life. And of course, in the life of those who will look at your, for example, video that you guys watch sometimes. And they're going to look at you and they're going to say, wow, Depeche, such a dramatic change in only 3 days. Wow, Depeche, I'm going to do the same. I will do it. I'll get a job. I'll earn money. I'll enroll in Anna's class and I will live stutter-free, Depeche, just like you. This is what I recommend because one thing for sure, you guys can earn money. You can work. Yes, it's not a speaking job. You can't, of course, getting on the phone and communicating with people on the phone and selling some products on the phone, like cold selling. You can't do this, but you can type. Most of people who stutter, not most, but a lot, people who stutter can type well and they can sell their skills of moving their fingers and they can make money. A lot of people who stutter, actually all people who stutter, can get a job. For some of them, the job probably is going to be, they're going to have to work longer because, of course, the best jobs, the best paid jobs are the ones where you speak. That's the reality. So the bottom line, if you want to stop wasting your time, come to me individually. Individually, because your mental blocks are different. I mean, people who stutter look similar when they speak. They all repeat, they all block, they all roll their eyes. They're acting in a very similar way, but the reason they're acting is different. It's called mental blocks. They believe different lies. What you see again on the picture, and these guys, the brown stuff, the trash, it's different. It's different. Ram, Depeche, people who are here, Dr. Said, you all have different content of your mind. You all believe different lies, disinformation. Okay? So hopefully, Depeche, you understand what I mean. So yeah, Ram fixed his mistake, stammering. And again, you didn't write it correctly. The word stammering has different letters. Okay, hi guys on Instagram. Let me remind you, because you just joined me, I am the only English speaking person on this planet who really can give you correct information, who can talk about the truth about stuttering and the naturally normal standard speaking. Okay, so if you have questions, go ahead and ask. No, they left. Okay, so let me see what other questions we have. Okay, so Ram, did you understand what I explained to you? Yes, people want to say something correctly, but they can't because they don't know how. They have never ever built their tongue vocabulary. They have never even learned to say this word that they want to say with the movement of their tongue by ringtones, not by single letters, not by single sounds, not by syllables. These are all lies. People don't speak by them. People speak by ringtones. And in order for me to explain to you what ringtones are, I need about 6 hours of my time. I need to give you about 6 hours of my time. Do you understand that? Hopefully you do. Okay, GK tutorials? Cool. I like how you call yourself tutorials. Said, hi, Anna. Hi, of course. Deepesh wrote, Anna, actually, I don't stutter much like but I just block. This is what I am telling you. Everyone is different. Everyone. But the way we speak correctly is the same. It's the same. The norms are the same. So, Deepesh, you don't do this, but you do something else. You block, and the blocks are here. This is where they start. Okay? Mental block causes physical blocks because you believe that you need to do something that is incorrect. You begin doing it, and your tongue gets blocked. Your tongue is locked. It's like a lock. And the only thing that can unblock your tongue is the ringtone. The ringtone technique. Technique. I don't like words technique, but it's the God's technique. Ringtone. Okay? So if you want to learn like all normal people on the planet, you gotta learn what ringtones are and how every person on the planet, including even parrots, can speak, can create ringtones with their tongue. And this is a revolution in education and science. Modern speech therapists, scientists don't know about that. They are unaware, still unaware. I am working really hard to make them aware. But you know what? I don't see too many of them interested. That's why I was so excited when Ram Lal Vishwakarma wrote to me. I just hope he's one of the specialists because he wrote to me from no, not Ram. Sorry. Dr. Saeed Nauman Ali Shah, or Shah, don't know how to read. Shah, maybe. He wrote to me on LinkedIn, and this is what gives me hope that one day speech therapists, teachers, parents, they will become interested because my dream is to create the new profession on the planet called etalon or standard or norms, speech education, not speech therapy, not speech pathology. Okay, Deepesh, I am already doing a job. Cool. You are my guy. You can see that I am a workaholic. I work a lot because I believe that God put us on our planet to work, do a lot of work with our muscles, work, and work with our muscles. And when we work, we serve God. Don't know if you believe God or not. But when we are sitting and waiting when someone kind, smart will come and fix us, does something for us, and preferably for free, right? No money invested. You're going to be feeding smart people for the rest of your life. Because, see, this is reality in in our universe. Smart people are always using dumb people. dumb, miseducated, not trained well. So smart people, I mean, people who are not as smart, they come for advice to smart people. And it's good if you come to a smart person like Anna Dieter, right? Because I truly know what I do. And I've had like close to 400 video testimonials just on YouTube. I just quit making those videos because my eyes are not working well anymore. But I am telling you, until you yourself become smart, you're going to continue struggling. You're going to continue, come, help me, help me, help me. You're going to continue to smart people. They may not be that smart, or they may be smart in their way to make money of your confusion. I'm avoiding the word stupidity, confusion. But it is. You may be a very smart person, but you're not that smart about speaking. See, look at this guy sitting in the corner. I keep referring to the image I just created. It's from the book, from my book that is published only in Russian. Really tough book. Really tough. Okay. So if you want to be smart, you got to come to Anna Dieter, enroll in one of her classes. And Depeche, if you don't know yet, the whole month of September and maybe October, I am planning to allow people to enroll in my class for 50% smaller investment. Smaller investment. The one-day course will remain at the same price. And if we had a conversation, you and I don't know if we did have a conversation, the name Depeche looks familiar, but I don't know. I communicate with so many people. I recommend you come and you join Zoom call with me on livestutterfree.com. You watch the webinar and then you watch the webinar and schedule the Zoom call with me where I will explain to you, I will point to your, by the way, blogs, because I can see you, and I will simply explain to you what the options are, what the one-day course investment is, what the 3-day course investment is, and what's the 50% discount is. It's for the whole month of September and October. I guess I'm going to do October because I started late. Okay. So could you please tell basic about ringtones? I can't. I need 6 hours. Because in order, you can read my book. It's explained in my book in details. This book explains in details what ringtones are. In details. But Depeche, I don't even advertise my book. It's published from my website. You can get it for only $50 only. But for example, in your case, you have mental blocks. It's not enough to understand about ringtones. You got to understand this is a body and mind computer. Body, mind. So you need to unblock, clear your mind first. Remove all the mental blocks. This is number one. And number two, you need to understand what ringtones are. I can only explain to you, like from technical perspective, that ringtones are things, the melodies that whenever we have our phone, we go like ringers, right? They call it ringers. So custom made ringers. When your phone is ringing, you hear the tune, right? Your phone is playing ringtones, different ringtones. This is how they call it, ringtones. Every technical device, computer, cell phone, everything, every technical device is playing ringtones. This is also a device. It's a bio device. And we create ringtones of our voice with our tongues. But how to do it, you need to be with me for 6 hours. I can show to you the matrix where all the ringtones are, no, not all, of course, the basic ones, because I cannot fit all of them on one page, but I explain to them how the tongue works. Here we go. Do you see this? This. All the ringtones are here, but I need to explain them to you. This is why we need 6 hours. It's like learning. Hi, Rahul. Good to see you here. Yeah. Learning the ringtones, how to create ringtones with the tongue. It's kind of similar how you learned how to create letters with your hand movements. Could you learn it? Like, as you asked me, Dipesh, briefly? No. Like in the alphabet of English language, there are 26 letters, and the teacher needed some time to explain to you how to write each and every letter, right? After you have learned how to write the letter, then of course you could do it on your own, train your hand, and the more you would move your hand, the easier it would become, and you wouldn't even need a teacher anymore. This is exactly what I do during the class. Invest in yourself. Invest in your life, guys. It's your life. Invest. Fix your speech in 1 to 3 days. And forget about this nightmare. This is a nightmare. Stuttering is a nightmare of lies. And they say it's 1% of the population. I don't believe it. From my experience, it's much more. I just recently spoke with a gentleman from India. He is working, with me now, with helping me to do some work on Instagram and stuff. I just hired him because my eyes cannot see well. But I couldn't take it. I said, Guy, you need to sit down and listen. I'm going to teach you to speak. This is horrible, the way you speak. I don't understand what you say because you're making so many mistakes. He was listening to me with his mouth open. And he thanked me and thanked me and thanked me. I am a giver. I give, I give, I give. But I do need you guys to give it back to me, at least a little bit. I just gave you my, okay, paste. I'm going to do it again. Here is my website. That's where all the donations and grants go. Even if you give me 1 rupee, if you live in India, $1, 1 ruble, one whatever other currencies are, I will see that you are serious. I will see that you do enjoy my live lessons online. Do you? If you do, show it to me. I will clearly see who is donating. Okay? Any other questions? I'm already doing a job. Okay, Dipesh, can you please tell basic about ringtones? I did. GK tutorials. Dear ma'am, you told that lungs, tongue, and brain play a major role in speaking. Could you please explain it? There is nothing to explain. You gotta learn how to use them in coordination. Coordination, of course, our lungs, it's called an air pump. This is how I call it. Once again, it's a device. Okay? It's a machine. And you are the driver of this machine. If I call it a car, I call it all kinds of names, but this is a device. And in order to use this device, guess what you need to do? You need to learn to, number one, understand what this device has. Yes, the device has the air container. And when we breathe out, Not breathe in, breathe out. We breathe out carbon dioxide. And we use this carbon dioxide in speaking. Yep. Okay. So you asked me to briefly explain, I'm doing it. This is one part of the device. The other part of the device, your not actually your brain, but I mean, partially, of course, it's you. I would say not the brain, but the mind. The mind. Okay, brain is also part of your body. That's your brain is a container of memory. Memory, that's where you keep your memory. The neurons, blah, blah, blah. When you're using your muscles, like for example, I have used the muscles of the body of my arm to move it like this. I have created the muscle memory of my arm. And now when I am doing this, the memory is in my brain. I can easily select what movement of my hand I can do because the memory of my hand or arm muscle movement is in there already. Okay, the same as with the tongue. So your brain is the container of memory. Okay? And of course, it's your antenna, it's your processor and stuff. You probably know this stuff better than I do. But this is also part. We cannot speak if we don't know what is it that we want to say. And we cannot speak if we don't know what our tongue should do. Okay? So the most important part of our speech instrument, our tongue. We need to have the memory, the muscle memory of the tongue, how to move it to say any word, anywhere, in front of anyone with accuracy, not fluently. Forget about this again, lie. Forget about the word fluency. I never worry about fluency. This is why I speak normally. Do you understand me? You know what? It bothers me that no one is watching me on Instagram. And now, okay, I'm going to take care of this later. Yeah, share. I'll share and then I'll write something. Okay. Because people are not asking questions, it just distracts me. Okay. And I can use my phone now when I communicate with you because I very often refer to the phone. Okay. So where was I? So the bottom line, there are ingredients of your computer, body, mind, computer that are all involved in speaking. And in order for you to speak well, you need to learn to move all these parts of your body and mind in coordination. And this is what my students do when they come to me. I explain to them how to create ringtones, what are they, and I answer their questions. So they first, answering question is the most important part of the class because you all have different mental blocks. We need to get rid of them. This is number one. And after that, you will learn how to use your body computer, body parts in coordination for speaking, for saying accurately and with this any word you want, in any language you want. Just people ask me a lot about that. They go like, if I learn to say English words, will I be able to speak in my native language? Of course. We all have the same tongue. This is why we say mother tongue. Have you heard this expression, mother tongue? We all speak in exactly the same way. And guess what? Once we have learned it, it never changes. This is why once you've learned in 1 to 3 days in my class, you speak for the rest of your life in the same way. The same way. Standards never change. Words never change. The tongue movements never change. So what to worry about? Okay. So JK tutorials, did you understand me? Okay, greetings from IND. I don't know what is IND. Jagadesh wrote. I am not sure what you mean. ING. What is it? Okay. Let me go to the next questions. Uh-huh. Depeche, right. Okay. I'm glad you understood. Hi, Anna. Miss you so much. Hey, Mahmoud. Good to see you. Yeah, I wasn't well. I was a bit sick. So that's why I wasn't going live. And I didn't even work with the students because I just canceled all the classes. Now I am getting back. Okay, GK, thank you for explaining, ma'am. Sure, always welcome. So you wrote, while speaking, why it happens blocked. Once again, let me ask you, okay, I'm going to give you a very simple analogy so you could really understand JK tutorials. Imagine you want to write the word in English language. I can see that English is not your first language, but you want to write the word and you are not sure how to write it correctly. So let's see, I'm looking for any pen. I mean, I don't need a pen, but I want to show it to you. Imagine you are writing. For example, you're writing this phrase, while speaking, why do I? And you want to write the word block, but you're not sure how to write it. While speaking, what did you write? While speaking, what happens when you want to say the word blocked? I mean, not say, write. What happens to your hand? Will it continue write the word blocked if you don't know how to spell it? You don't know what letters to write. Answer to me, JK tutorials. Will you be able to write, keep writing if you don't know how to spell the word? I'm waiting for your answer. Okay, you may left or whatever. No, you can't. If you are writing, for as long as you know, your hand knows how to move your hand to write words, letters and words, you are just doing it. But the moment you are not sure what letters to write, that's it, JK. Thank you for answering. Of course, no, ma'am. You can't. Your hand will be blocked. And what blocked your hand? Your mind. Lack of knowledge, lack of memory of your muscles. Muscle memory. You may know what you want to write. I want to write the word blocked, but I'm not sure how to spell it. It means that your hand doesn't have the muscle memory. Did you understand JK tutorials? Okay. So before I wrap it up, because I am planning to do this kind of similar podcast live stream, I'm going to do it again in the evening because I really truly want to get to people who live in other time zones. I want to communicate with those who live in my country, United States of America, and I hope I'm going to catch them in the evening. So I'm going to do it 7 p.m. Eastern time today. If you guys can join me again, be my guest, but it's going to be 7 p.m. my time. I don't know what country you guys are living in. I forgot to ask. I always forget to ask. So once again, please understand, this is the reason people stutter. Just take a screenshot of this picture on Instagram. People stutter because they have heard and believed too many harmful lies about speech. I even added the word when I was typing, there was no room, but too many lies. And these lies block your speaking. You believe the wrong things. And this is why you are acting in the wrong way. Yes. Okay. So let me remind to you again, the way to communicate with me is first, go to livestutterfree.com, register for the webinar, watch it, and then schedule a Zoom call with me. It is free, guys. Free. You don't need to pay anything. It's not gonna last for too long. I've been doing it for quite some time. I was not. For whole summer, I wasn't doing it, okay? But now I am doing it again. So if you want to understand your individual blocks and help me, if you want me to help you, to tell you if 1 day course may be enough for you, or maybe you should take only the 3 day course and you need to make more money. And by the way people make money is working or borrowing money from the banks, from the families. It's just all about you guys. You want to continue living in the nightmare? You can. It's your choice. Okay. Thank you very much, ma'am. God bless you always. Of course, God bless you guys, but you gotta come to me. Otherwise, life is so short. For how long are you gonna be struggling? Why? It's your life. Only you can make your life the way you want it to be. If you want to continue following the lies and keep struggling and stuttering, stammering. See, I wanted to say stammering and stuttering at the same time, and I made a mistake. See? But it's not a problem for me because I know. My tongue knows. I just rushed a little bit. So my tongue knows how to say any word, anywhere, anytime with accuracy, ease, and confidence. Of course, I mean only words that my tongue has been trained. I have trained my tongue to say. Okay? I won't be able to say words in Hindi or in Arabic, right? Or even in English, because English is my second language. Some words, my tongue doesn't have the memory of them. Okay? So lots of love to you. Hope to see you soon. And I want to ask you also, I know you know a lot of other people who stutter. Spread the message. Tell them they don't need to pay anything. Invite them to my live streams Saturday and Wednesday, 2 times a day, 10 a.m. Eastern Time and 7 p.m. Eastern Time, twice a day. I am adjusting to different time zones. Okay? So if you want to help others, invite them to these live streams and also invite them to my Telegram group called Live Stutter Free. Invite them. Okay? Lots of love to you. See you again soon.